There are times in life when reality simply becomes too much. When every sound feels louder than it should, when emotions flood faster than the mind can process, and when being present feels unbearable. In those moments, the mind has a quiet way of protecting itself. It disconnects. It drifts away. That's what we call dissociation, the brain's built-in escape hatch when the world feels too painful to stay in. Dissociation isn't a dramatic event that people can always see. From the outside, a person might appear calm, even fine. They might laugh, go to work, talk to others, do what's expected. But inside, something feels off. It's like watching life through a window. You can see it happening, but you're not really in it. There's a strange distance between you and everything else, even between you and yourself. You might go through the motions of your day, but it doesn't quite feel like you who's doing it. For many, dissociation begins as a form of survival. When the mind is faced with fear, trauma, or deep emotional pain that it cannot handle, it shuts certain doors. It disconnects from what's happening, or from the body, or from emotion itself. It's the brain saying, "This is too much, I need to leave for a while." And in that moment, it's not a choice, it's an instinct. It's how the mind protects itself from breaking completely. What's fascinating and heartbreaking about dissociation is that it can feel peaceful at first. It gives relief. It offers quiet when the world is too loud. But that quiet quickly becomes empty. You start to feel unreal. The world loses its texture. People's faces blur into distance. Your memories feel like someone else's story. Sometimes even your own voice doesn't sound like yours. You're living, but in a muted way, as if someone turned the color down on life itself. Many people who experience dissociation don't even realize it for a long time. They might think they're just detached, emotionless, or tired. But underneath, there's often a long history of overwhelm moments in life when being present wasn't safe. For some, it started in childhood, when fear or pain had no escape, and the mind learned to leave as a way to survive. For others, it happens after loss, trauma, or burnout. It's a way of saying, "I can't feel this right now. I need to stop existing for a bit." The problem is that what once protected you can later become a prison. You start to feel like you're living behind glass, watching life but not really part of it. You might want to cry but can't. You might want to feel love or excitement, but everything stays flat. It's confusing because on the outside you're functioning, but inside you feel missing. People might even compliment how calm or put together you are, not realizing that calmness is actually distance. Dissociation isn't about being broken. It's a sign that your mind did exactly what it needed to do to protect you. It's the ultimate act of self-preservation. But what helped you survive isn't the same thing that will help you heal. Healing asks for something much harder: to come back. To return to your body, to your feelings, to your memories, to the present moment even when it hurts. Coming back isn't easy. It's like walking out of a dark room into bright sunlight. It stings at first. The feelings you avoided begin to resurface. The emotions you disconnected from demand to be felt. But this time, you have more tools, more awareness, more safety than before. Healing doesn't mean forcing yourself to face everything at once. It means learning to stay connected little by little. It's about finding ways to ground yourself, noticing what's real, what's around you, what's happening right now. In therapy, grounding techniques are often used: touching a surface, naming what you see, describing what you hear, feeling your feet on the floor. These simple actions remind the brain that it's safe now. They slowly rebuild the bridge between the mind and the body, between thought and sensation. Over time, the fog begins to lift, and the world starts to come back into focus. Not suddenly, but gradually. You begin to notice moments of connection again, a sound that feels clear, a smell that triggers a memory, a moment of laughter that actually feels real. The truth is, dissociation isn't something to be ashamed of. It's a sign of endurance. It means your mind fought for you when reality became unbearable. But it also means that somewhere inside, there's still a part of you waiting to return, the part that wants to live, to feel, to connect. Coming back isn't about rejecting what happened or pretending it didn't matter. It's about learning that you can survive being here, in this moment, fully. There's a quiet kind of courage in choosing to return to yourself after years of absence. It takes patience. It takes gentleness. It takes trusting that reality, as hard as it can be, also holds beauty, warmth, connection, love, meaning. Dissociation helped you survive, but presence is what allows you to live. And though the world can still feel sharp sometimes, you'll learn that you can hold that sharpness without having to disappear. Maybe that's the deepest form of healing, not escaping what hurts, but staying and discovering that you can.